So, first time out on the field to get a chance to speak to. As a guy who's always been off with this injury, how have you been able to maintain even keel and some sense of optimism?
Yeah, just trying to. I've had, unfortunately, a little bit of experience with this, and so in 2019, obviously, I had the neck injury, and that was quite an ordeal to go through, and I think strengthened me mentally for something like this. But you try and trust the process, and that this is a really long season, it's a marathon, and that you need to be good for the whole thing, not just a small part of it. And so you just try and focus on that, and the fact that there's still many games left to be played, and so hopefully I can be back sooner than later for that. And it was tough with the setbacks, but again, you just try and rely on the process and trying to be there for the whole season and not just focus on the short term.
Also, as a guy who is always high energy on the bench, on the field, I have to imagine it's like killing you not to be part of what's going on with this team. All the guys that come in and subbed.
Yeah.
From the outside, what are you seeing with these guys?
Well, I mean, they're all just playing amazing, and they're really stepping up in big situations. And so, being that when I started my career, I kind of was one of those guys, and I know how difficult that is. And so, what these guys are doing right now is really, I have so much respect for them, because to just be called upon in the middle of a season and be asked to have such big roles and to come up in such big situations, and to do that is so much harder than anybody can imagine. So I'm just really, really happy for them and the hard work that they've put in, and then happy that the fans are getting back in and now they're able to see this in person.
Well, that's the other thing. How amped are you to be able to actually step on the field with fans in the building?
I am. I'm so excited about it, because last year, obviously, nobody was able to show up, and so it's been 2 years of not having the stadium packed, and so I'm really excited to be a part of that and be back out on the field for that, because I love the energy that it brings. I love the chills on the back of your neck that you get in big situations, and so I'm really, really excited about it, and hopeful that it'll be sooner than later.
And lastly, to see what Jacob deGrom has been doing this season, can you put that into words?
No, honestly, I mean, I think the best thing is, we've come to a general consensus that he just must be from another world. He just does things that you just don't think are possible, and he makes this game look so easy when it's so hard. And if you make one mistake, this game lets you know, and he just doesn't seem to, and so he really is just a great player of this generation. I think we're having, I think people should realize what they're seeing and really enjoy it, because this is a once in a generation kind of guy, and so I'm really, really excited to be a part of it. And I'm just trying to soak this in, because I think my kids someday are gonna ask that, you got to play with Jacob deGrom, and I'm gonna tell them all about him, and I don't think they're gonna care about whether I was playing or not. They're gonna care who when I was playing with Jake deGrom. So I'm just trying to enjoy everything he's doing.
Well, it's interesting you said. So, I mean, as media and fans, everyone is acutely aware of where he is. But as guys that play the game, do you guys talk in the clubhouse about what he does?
Yeah.
And also, like, is there something different about his work ethic? I mean, what makes Jake so good?
I think, to be honest with you, and it's going to be a really simple answer, but it's his competitiveness. He's a bulldog on the field. Obviously, he has all the talent in the world, but he takes that to another level with how competitive he is and what a perfectionist he is at his craft. He goes in there and he has a game plan, and he executes what he does well, and he reads swings really, really well. One of the best in the game, I think, at that. And so that allows him to just be a step ahead of the hitter. And so even when they're trying to make adjustments, he can see that they're making adjustments in the at-bat, and he'll go to the weakness. And so, it's really amazing to watch him work and to talk with him, because he is such a mellow, easygoing guy. But when he gets out there, or you try and compete against him, it's a flip of a switch, and he's a different guy. So I really think that's the difference maker.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.